There was a new bill today introduced by Rep. Thomas Masse that would lower the age to buy a handgun from an FFL from 21 to 18. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Wolverines? It's John Crump, and today we're going to be talking about the Second Amendment for Every Registrable Voter Act, which is known as the Safer Voter Act. The bill has been entered into the system as H.R. 1643. It was introduced by everyone's favorite pro-gun Congressman Thomas Masse. Thomas Masse isn't just a politician who plays pro-gun for votes. The dude is the real deal. He believes what he says. He is a gun guy through and through, so it's no surprise that he would try to restore the gun rights of those under 21. Young adults are discriminated against in this country, particularly when it comes to guns. Under federal regulations, you must be 21 to transfer a handgun through an FFL, but you can vote at 18. You can enter into contracts at 18. If you're arrested at 18, guess what? You're going to be tried as an adult. Hell, you can even go off to a foreign land and die for your country at 18. But you can't exercise your God-given fundamental human right to bear arms unless you're in a different country killing for your country. Thomas said the Second Amendment is not a second-class right in the Bruin decision, and I 100% agree with him. Yet this is precisely what federal law is doing. And you know what you should do? You should like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And then head over to johncrump.locals.com and sign up. Get 1 month free with code Wolverines. How about that for a segue? Now let's get back into the bill. Thomas Masse is tying the right to bear arms with voting, so why not? You can vote at 18, and since the Second Amendment should be treated like any other right, you should be able to buy a handgun from an FFL at 18. Let's break this down a little bit more. The Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of the free state and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Well-regulated militia. Some on the left love to hang on to the well-regulated part of the Second Amendment. But let's take a closer look at that. What does that mean? They would have you believe that it refers to gun laws, but they use the modern definition of regulated, and unless the forefathers were friends with Bill and Ted or Doc Brown, that just doesn't hold water. Well-regulated means well-equipped and trained, and I'm not saying that. Alexander Hamilton is saying that. This means you had to have the tools, in this case firearms, and you also needed those guns to practice and be proficient at it. And let's go ahead and see what Alexander Hamilton said about this in Federalist number 29. And who knows more about what the Founding Fathers wanted? David Hogg or Alexander freaking Hamilton? Now let's look at the militia. Anti-gunners love to claim that the militia is the National Guard. This isn't close to the truth. There were organized militias and also unorganized militias. So which one is the Second Amendment talking about? Let's ask another founding father. Richard Henry Lee. Lee warned the dangers of organized militias. He said an over-reliance on organized militias will ever produce and in addition to the general unorganized militia. A militia, when properly formed, are in fact the people themselves. To preserve liberty, it is essential for the whole body of the people always to possess arms and be taught alike, especially when young, how to use them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the people. The courts have said the people are part of the political class, basically those that have reached the age of majority, which is 18 currently. Anti-gunners love to point out that at the founding, the age of majority was 21. But there were so many militia laws that set the age to 18 or even lower from the founding era. 21 to be a part of the militia went away shortly before the French and Indian War. This shows us clearly that the Founding Fathers believed that 18-year-olds had the right to bear arms. Now for the final part. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. All bearable arms are protected. That includes handguns. So by disarming 18-year-olds, you are trampling on their constitutionally protected rights. Remember, the right to bear arms means nothing if you can't acquire said arms. Check out McDonald vs. Chicago for more information. Anti-gunners say that they can still get them through private sales. That is, of course, if a state does not have universal background checks. Plus, should there be equal protection under the law? I believe so. This bill fixes a wrong in this country. Let me just reiterate, tying it to voting was a genius move. Democrats have been trying to lower the voting age to 16 for a while now. They will give you any number of reasons why they want it to be lowered to 16, but I'm going to tell you the truth. They believe that those 16-year-olds will overwhelmingly vote for them. It is about expanding their voter base so they can hold on to power. So let those 16-year-olds vote, but also give them guns. How about that for a compromise? Yeah, I didn't think so.